Tell me what Elon Musk's big plans for Twitter are.
Well, we have video for that, so let's listen to him. He'll tell you from his own mouth.
Ideas that are baited, maximally trusted and inclusive, and at a point at which you sort of have a high trust situation, then payments, whether it's crypto or fiat, can make a lot of sense. We just want something that's incredibly useful and that people love using.
So pretty much what he's explaining is what he wants to do with X. He's kind of modeling it after WeChat. If you guys know what WeChat is, or if you don't know what WeChat is, it's
Chinese WeChat.
Chinese WeChat. But a lot of I think about 1.5 million Chinese people living in America also use it. And so it pretty much just encompasses everything. So it's like a social media app. It's a banking system. It like pretty much like Zelle or something like that put in there. They have QR codes for health issues. There's just like everything you could possibly imagine all in this one app. But at the same time, if you do something that, like they said that there was an issue with Beijing or something, and people were sending photos and planning protests, and so they banned the word Beijing on WeChat. Anybody who tweeted it or WeChatted it got banned from the platform, and so essentially, like, you were removed from life because everything was tied into this app. Now, Elon's version wouldn't be government; it would be private, I guess, for the most part. But essentially, he wants to have it an all-encompassing app.
On WeChat, I think, I don't know this for sure, but this is what I've heard. When you tweet, is it called a WeChat? I think it's called a wee. They wee.
You go with that.
Let me wee this real quick. So yeah, I mean, I think he said he also wants to turn it into a dating app, which it probably already is.
Yeah, probably. Oh, and phone calls too. I mean, have you guys gotten that lately where you go on Twitter and it prompts you to like set up a phone and video call? Like, have you guys gotten that?
I do all my phone calls through Twitter.
Well, I don't, but I might start soon. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be like everything.
I think it's interesting. I mean, I think X is a stupid name, but what do I know? I didn't start Starlink or Tesla, so maybe I'm in the wrong here. But I think X is kind of a dumb name.
Yeah, I don't know what his obsession with X is. I did read that during the .com boom, he had a bank called an online bank called X.com, and then I guess he either sold it to PayPal or got rid of it or something. And so a lot of the companies now are modeled after. I don't know if that was the initiating point or what, but for some reason he has an affinity for X.
So when they say an app for everything, I mean, okay, you're going to be able to send people money on it. You're going to be able to swipe right or left.
Hell yeah.
You're like, okay, what else? You're going to be able to make phone calls and video calls.
Also posting on social media, debit cards, checks, loan services.
There's encrypted messages as well.
Encrypted messages. Everything.
I'm sure there's going to be an AI component. He just did that talk with, he was at the AI symposium with, is it the UK's Prime Minister? I think it was the UK's Prime Minister talking about AI and the dangers of AI and all this other stuff. So I'm sure there's going to be, there's XAI, right? They have a Twitter account and they're about to roll something out because from all the Biden administration just did an executive order about AI and they need to control it because there's too much misinformation. So I don't know, is Elon's going to be better? I guess, right? It's going to be all over the place. I'm going to use the AI to just do all my tweets. Everyone's going to use AI for all their tweets, and everyone's going to think that no one's going to know who's really tweeting or not. It's just going to be an automated tweet system.
That's no fun.
I mean, it's kind of like in a meta sort of way, it's like a simulation if that happens, right? Everyone just has their avatar online on autopilot doing AI stuff, trading money, buying Doge, selling Doge, calling, doing all this different stuff. And it's the it's the simulation.
Yeah.
Here's my conspiracy theory thing. And I think, and also on this app.
Charles, you're into conspiracy theories now? Oh, yeah.
Also on this app, they want you to be able to order products, buy flights, all this kind of stuff. But I feel like all of this is just a shift to try to get people to like stop interacting with each other. Because even with like the meta, what was it, the virtual reality glasses where you put them on and you sit in your house all day and you talk to people through it. I feel like all of this is just an attempt to get people to stop interacting with each other in person and just kind of be in this virtual world all the time. And largely because home prices are expensive because people like Brad or NIMBYs and you can't afford homes places. So you could buy property in the virtual realm and just stay there. Like, I feel like all of this is just, you're in a pod and you're going to be like in the internet all the time.
But why?
Yeah, I was going to ask, is this a nefarious thing, or is this just because like that's going to make them a bunch of money?
I think they think that, like, I don't know, that reducing human interaction like produces better productivity or something, like, or like it is, we're more subdued when we don't have human interaction. We could be controlled or something. I don't know who's all running it, but it's just strange to me how every new technology is geared towards you not really interacting with other people in person or face to face or anything, and more kind of making you further and further removed from those in-person interactions.
Charles, is the Rothschild family running it?
Oh gosh.
Uh-oh.
He went there.
Uh-oh.
He went there. I did not.
Yeah. No, I mean, I see the same trend. I don't know if it's profit motive or some dark room where, people are conspiring, because I can't see the end game, but that's why I'm a plebe and not one of those guys in the dark room. But it started with social media, like, or these phones here. And now I'm just buried in my phone and not interacting with people. And now the next phase is, I cannot imagine myself ever buying virtual reality and being like, I'm going to buy a house in virtual reality. Like, I'm always a late adopter. So on tech. So I just couldn't see myself ever doing that. What about you guys?
Never. NFTs make no sense. That's stupid. I'm not going to buy a house. I mean, unless it's like I can see myself doing it like in a video game, like, an add-on type thing. Maybe. I mean, I've played virtual reality video games and they're crazy. But the idea that I'm going to like create this social avatar where I, build an island. What was that game where people would build islands and shit like that? And like
SimCity?
No, it's like SimCity, but it's more intense.
Epstein.
It's called Epstein.
Epstein Island.
Yep. No age restrictions on that game.
But we aren't the target, though, because this is for a younger generation, right?
So hear this. I don't know about the younger generation, because hear this. So I just Googled this. In January 2022, the average metaverse property cost was over 5 Ethereum or $18,000.
Fuck you. No.
Towards August 2022, prices have begun to dip to around the average of $5,100 on Decentraland and $2,800 on Sandbox. So I don't even think like who has money to put $5,000 into online, like not a young person, I would think.
The young person's parents. But isn't that interesting that the average house costs 5 Ethereum, right? In this metaverse, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Metaverse. I wonder how much space is in the metaverse. Like, don't you think they just could have built their own house, right? Something smaller, something that they could afford, maybe. Yet it still got so expensive.
Maybe they will build 3 houses on their lot.
Weird how that happened. Weird.
If they build 3 houses on that lot, Brad's gonna pop up in the metaverse to just like a sledgehammer tear.
I'm gonna use the internet kill switch if that happens.
No parking either.
Yeah.
These people, animals.
Absolute animals.
I'm not spending my Ethereum on virtual property.
But it is interesting because they do, and since we talked about Grimes the last one, she did. I don't know if she did it yet or was going to do
it. Show yet? No, come on, Charles.
I saw that she was doing a concert in the metaverse, and the artists are now starting to do concerts in the metaverse as well and charge for things. Like, it's just I can't wrap my mind around it yet because I haven't been in the metaverse. So maybe if I go in there, like, I'll get it. But
I can see that.
I like the idea of virtual reality, and like maybe we could do this show in virtual reality one day where we have our avatars. I don't know what my avatar is. Maybe it's a pretty lady. Who knows? And a pretty Asian lady. I think I'll just live in the dream. Really, a waifu. I've brought up waifu on the show before, and y'all still don't know what it is, do you?
I didn't Google it.
I didn't either.
Anyhow, and that sounds kind of cool in a way. I don't know if it would just be like a niche experience where, yeah, we did it and that's fine, or if it would be like kind of cool. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure we'll do it one day. BCM virtual.
So is in this metaverse, could you, so using your example, Charles, could you go to a rave and then like put on a filter that's like, I want to go to a rave on this drug, and then it like recreates the experience for you? I don't know.
I mean,
Probably.
if they have not thought of it, you might want to coin that, because they probably will do that and can do that.
Virtual drugs.
I was laughing
drugs.
because I was just looking at the website that I had pulled up, and it's like a realtor for the metaverse. And so one of the questions was, is metaverse property a good investment? They're like, it's a terrific investment. Like, you should definitely put your money into it.
Oh my God.
Realtors.
Well, we're like, a little over an hour here. Are we done talking about Elon and his master?
I think so. I mean, yeah, ultimately he's got this master plan, and I think we're going to all end up on there, but it's also going to be easy to make us digital nobodies when they want.
Quick question on Elon though, for you two, and it could be a one-word answer. Is he malevolent?
I mean, I guess that could be pretty broad. People's definitions of malevolent might be different, but I'm not going to try to complicate it. I don't think he's malevolent. No.
I don't think so. I think he's one of those people who's kind of yearning to kind of push the world forward. And I don't know if we had the conversation on this show or somewhere else, but it's like those scientists who do things like, I want to clone this, I want to clone that, I want to, take this virus and do this with it. They don't have like bad intentions. They're just like nerds who really want to make this stuff work. And then the people then can take that and use that for bad. And so I feel like he's kind of in that nerd realm of like, I want to do this really cool stuff because I can. And then there are going to be people who take advantage of that to do bad things.
I buy that.
He said one word answer, Charles.
No, that was great. Yeah.
What do you think? Give us your answer.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, Michael. Yeah, Michael.
I don't know.
Michael.
I don't know.
That's not an answer.
It's an answer.
No, it's not.
People,
so people will say that he's a capitalist and he's just trying to make a bunch of money, and that's malevolent. That's not good, right? So people's definitions might be different. So in your mind,
I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's bad.
But what is so do you think it's malevolent, or is he trying to save free speech?
If I had to put money on it, I would give him the benefit of the doubt at this point in time.
Do I look cool with a hat like this?
Very.
And that's how the kids do it?
Very.
All right, guys. Y'all want to sign off? Tell people how they can find you, stuff like that. Where did we figure out where the subscribe button is? Is it there?
Yeah.
There.
Yes.
There.
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So subscribe right there. Hit that subscribe button. Get notifications on. Tell your friends. Charles, where can they find you?
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Where is it? CJ Blaine 10 right there. Yep. There you go.
It's on the screen. You can find me on Twitter. I'm Cyril ATX.
Tuesdays, right? Tuesdays is when we get the good tweets.
Yeah, the good tweets are Tuesdays. Fully mammoths. In ancient Egypt.
It's true. He does do that.
Speaking of, I know this isn't a topic. Gunung Penang, I don't know how to say it, in Indonesia. Check it out. They're dating. There's a hill, and underneath it is a pyramid. And the dates they're pulling out of the ground are the oldest by far of any pyramids.
Are they pulling them out of the ground, or are they pulling them out of their ass?
Out of the ground. 20,000 years old.
What?
Yeah, I think that was on Graham Hancock's Netflix show.
First episode. Yeah.
There you go. So someone found a new Netflix show this past week.
Gunung Padang.
Yes, I will. The article is scheduled to tweet on Tuesday. You know how I tweet. So,
well, of course, you can find me on X at Brad Swale. I'm also in the metaverse. I'm the anime girl with the largest chest possible. So I'll be there. You can find me. You got to pay to touch, though. So, all right, guys, that was a great show.
All right, see ya.
See y'all later.
Until next time.